I've met with a lot of firms, I've had these situations before, but I haven't found anybody as good as Merlin and as dedicated to what they do. They're not here to make you happy, they're here to win. You have insurance for a reason. You pay a premium for a reason. Don't be afraid. If you don't think they're settling with you fairly, that's when you have to get someone like the Merlin Group involved.
My name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
Good afternoon, everyone. Lead meteorologist John Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. You can check out both of their pages in the description below. So it looks like we had quite a bit of activity yesterday. We actually had a pretty big tornado outbreak across Louisiana, Mississippi, and even to Alabama. Not sure how many tornadoes we have confirmed, but we did make a bunch of maps. We're going to talk about that for just a second. Before we get to that, we're going to continue our state-by-state review. It's still chugging along here. We're in Wisconsin today. We had 69 hail reports in 2019, which is a real drop-off from the last couple of years. 102 in 2018, 217 in 2017. That was a very good hail year for Wisconsin. 2016, a little less at 98. The average is about 145. So outside of 2017, which was well above average, we've been a little below average for a good chunk of Wisconsin. And that record, 2011, makes a return at 296 reports. And overall, the maps, not a lot to talk about. We had 24 maps in Wisconsin, 16 of which are one-star maps, 6 of which are two-star maps. And these 3- and 4-star maps are actually just, Wisconsin was a part of other bigger maps. So the 4-star map was actually a storm in Illinois, where a couple little quarter swaths were in Wisconsin. And the 3-star map was actually an event near Minneapolis, and it crossed over the border into Wisconsin. So yes, technically they both had a map like that in Wisconsin, but there was unfortunately nothing really significant in 2019 that was Wisconsin-centric. So, not a crazy year. We'll be talking about Minnesota tomorrow, where Minneapolis had a lot more activity, so we'll be jumping in on that, especially since there's not going to be a lot of weather likely to talk about. Different case for today, though. This was on, well, today's the 17th. I mean, this was yesterday, whatever. Louisiana and wind and tornadoes. The 3-star map here we had up to an EF3, maybe EF4 near Alexandria. That's the main reason it's a 3-star map. With wind, we are actively trying to forge a new path to try to figure out what the rankings of each of those are going to be. And it looks like a EF3, EF4 level tornado, a tornado outbreak. That's probably going to land you in that 3-star zone. So that's what we're looking at, 75 mile per hour winds. And again, obviously when you start getting to the more violent tornadoes, the damage is pretty substantial. And we have maps for that up now. For the tornadoes, they're all preliminary. Once the National Weather Service starts doing storm surveys, we will get the official tracks of the actual tornadoes. A little hard to get that on radar, and it's, well, so once we get that ground confirmation National Weather Service, these swells will probably narrow down a little bit, but at least gets you in the right area. Forecast for today, looks like we have a little bit of hail possible across the northern half of the Florida Peninsula, up to maybe a couple instances of 1-inch hail. For the most part, it's looking like it's going to be more of a wind threat. There's actually been some wind and tornadoes ongoing across portions of the Florida Panhandle and parts of Georgia. There was actually a tornado not too long ago in central Georgia, and that wind risk obviously also continues up to 65-mile-per-hour gusts, and also tornadoes. There has been a couple tornadoes already this morning as this whole system is real amped up and pushing off the coast. After it moves by today, we have nothing. It's going to be very quiet moving into the rest of this work week. We see here a future radar showing some storms, and by this evening it winds down real quick before it gets down towards Miami. So it looks like once this passes with gusty winds and the occasional tornado, and maybe we get a couple little bits of hail in there, it looks like we're going to see a pretty quiet rest of the week. This is for your Wednesday, No hail's expected. No hail's expected the rest of this work week as we get closer to Christmas here. So that's all we got for you guys today. Hopefully you follow us at See First and you don't miss any of our content. We are going to start pushing a little more into that wind stuff as we push towards 2020. Hail trace expanding beyond just that hail, and it looks like we'll be doing live coverage for things beyond just hail as well. We'll do live coverage on major wind events and tornadoes and of the like, so make sure you follow us so you don't miss any of that. Hit See First. If you need any assistance on the website and the app, as always, give us a call and we'll happily set up a training for you and your team. Number's right there at 855-334-4245, or you can email us at info@hailtrace.com. or visit our website at hailtrace.com for more information about what we have to offer. You can also follow us on Instagram at hailtrace, also as Twitter at hailtrace as well. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.